Hello everyone, I am Dr. Chinnaivale and today we are going to speak about good pain, bad pain. The saying no pain, no gain is coined as a motivation to spur you on when the exercise is pushing your body to a state of discomfort. The truth is that not all pains are made equal. There are the good and there are the bad. To put it simple, good pain leads to gains, while the bad pain is usually an indication that something might be wrong. Good pain, believe it or not, does exist. After workout, you are the most likely going to feel some muscular stress, discomfort, fatigue, and sometimes even pain. All these are considered as good pain because they are part of the process of building your muscle strength, increasing endurance, and getting fitter. It's usually the result of mild inflammation or micro tears in your muscles or tendons. Extensive exercise can also cause a buildup of lactic acid in the muscle. The muscle repairs these tears when you are resting, and this helps muscle to grow in size and strength. Other common forms of exercise-induced muscle soreness can develop when you perform an unfamiliar physical activity for an extended time without a gradual ramp-up. This is called delayed onset muscle soreness or DOMS. It develops a couple of days after intense exercise. Good pain usually goes away by itself after a few days. Bad pain is what you might already assume. Bad. Your joint, ligament, muscle, bones, tendons, and cartilage are all living things. If you work them too much, they cannot respond effectively and may begin to fail and can cause damage. Of course, your body can heal itself, but damage it too much and you will be out of commission for a while. Not to mention the lingering pain that comes with the damage. Bad pain could come as a result of an injury which definitely leaves you feeling long-term pain. If any pain or discomfort persists for over a few days, it's important to consult the doctor as soon as possible. When the pain is lasting long after exercise, pain that begin to affect your sports performance is not normal, and this may be more of a problem early in the injury for high caliber competitive athletes. Pain that does not go away with the rest is not normal. Pain that begin to affect your function outside the sports, such as walking, sleeping, is not normal. Pain that is constant or increasing over time and does not go away is not normal. Pain that does not improve with treatment may something to be concerned about. Pain that requires increasing amount of pain medication over time is not normal, and you should consider seeing a physician. Pain that begin to wake you from a sleep is also a concern, especially if it is increasing over time. If you notice that you are gradually losing motion of the extremity, you should also seek treatment. Fevers, chills, or severe sweating at night are not normal, and you should consider seeking evaluation right away. Now, let's differentiate the good pain from bad pain. Good pain gradually builds up and does not come out of nowhere, but bad pain most times comes suddenly. You feel sudden pull on your muscle and might hear a pop around your joints. Good pain is easily tolerated, but bad pain is usually severe and most times difficult to tolerate. While working out, it's important to know that if you feel pain in your joints, especially knee, ankle or shoulder blade, it's definitely the bad type of pain, and you should not continue the workout until you get some medical attention. If you feel pain originating from an exact area and you can pinpoint the exact origin, then that's a bad pain. Carving your body into desired shape requires a life of regular exercise. it is important to employ the services of coach or fitness experts. The professionals will provide safe guidance to ensure injuries are avoided and required growth is attained. Before working out at any given point in time, endeavor to set out first and do a little warm up. By doing this, you are able to get your muscles ready and your joints become properly lubricated and ready to go through the motions. You can learn various techniques and learn how to do exercise right by watching instructional videos online. Most of these videos are posted by athletes or professional trainers and could be viewed for free or at cheap subscriptions. The absolute best way to avoid reaching the stage of unacceptable pain is to start low and go slow. That means you start at a very low intensity and duration and slowly ramp up your time and effort to build endurance. If you get injured while working out, you should always see a medical professional or a physiotherapist to provide you with treatment. The treatment for any ache or pain after exercise is to cut back on the exercise for a period of time. It is important to maintain aerobic capacity or stamina when resting a body part, so that exercise that do not cause pain are usually acceptable. For example, if your knee is hurting, it is usually reasonable to continue upper body exercise so that it won't be having any pressure on your knees. The second way to treat a painful areas is by icing. Ice should be used after activity with an ice pack or ice massage for 20 minutes. This also can be done daily after exercising for several weeks. However, if pain persists despite the use of ice, more serious problems may exist and you should consult a physician. The third thing to do if you have aches and pains after exercise is to continue to move the joint or extremity to avoid stiffness. Range of motion exercises or stretching to maintain the motion of the joint should not be confused with exercising of the joint, which tends to stress the structure and make the pain worse. The fourth way to treat aches and pain is with over-the-counter pain relievers or anti-inflammatory agents like ibuprofen under the guidance of physician. If these medicines do not substantially improve the pain for a few days, then you should consider consulting a healthcare professional. Now let's summarize. If you develop pain after exercise, you should rest or decrease the activity that is causing the problem. Ice the painful area. Keep moving the extremity but don't stress it. And consider the over-the-counter medicines to treat the pain and inflammation under the advice of medical practitioner.